Ablutions Wudu. Chapter: The going out of women for answering the call of nature. Hadith 146. Narrated Aisha, the wives of the Prophet used to go to El-Manasi, a vast open place near Baqi at Medina, to answer the call of nature at night. Umar used to say to the Prophet, "Let your wives be veiled," but Allah's apostle did not do so. One night, Sauda bint Zam, the wife of the Prophet, went out at Isha time, and she was a tall lady. Umar addressed her and said, "I have recognized you, O Sauda." He said so, as he desired eagerly that the verses of Al-Hijab, the observing of veils by the Muslim women, may be revealed. So Allah revealed the verses of Al-Hijab, a complete body cover excluding the eyes. Hadith 147. Narrated Aisha, the Prophet said to his wives, "You are allowed to go out to answer the call of nature." Chapter: To defecate in houses. Hadith 148. Narrated Abdullah bin Umar, I went up to the roof of Hafsa's house for some job, and I saw Allah's Messenger answering the call of nature facing Sham, Syria, Jordan, Palestine, and Lebanon, regarded as one country, with his back towards the Qibla. Hadith 149. Narrated Abdullah bin Umar, once I went up the roof of our house and saw Allah's Messenger answering the call of nature while sitting over two bricks facing Bayt al-Maqdis, Jerusalem. Chapter: To wash the private parts with water after answering the call of nature. Hadith 150. Narrated Anas bin Malik, whenever Allah's Messenger went to answer the call of nature, I along with another boy used to accompany him with a tumbler full of water. Hisham commented, so that he might wash his private parts with it. Chapter: Getting water carried by somebody else for purification, washing one's private parts. Hadith 151. Narrated Anas, whenever Allah's Messenger went to answer the call of nature, I along with another boy from us used to go behind him with a tumbler full of water. Chapter: To carry an anaza, spear-headed stick, along with the water for washing the private parts after answering the call of nature. Hadith 152. Narrated Anas bin Malik, whenever Allah's Messenger went to answer the call of nature, I along with another boy used to carry a tumbler full of water for cleaning the private parts and a short spear or stick. Chapter: It is forbidden to clean the private parts with the right hand. Hadith 153. Narrated Abu Qatada, Allah's Messenger said, "Whenever any one of you drinks water, he should not breathe in the drinking utensil, and whenever any one of you goes to a lavatory, he should neither touch his penis nor clean his private parts with his right hand." Chapter: While passing urine, one should not hold his penis with his right hand. Hadith 154. Narrated Abu Qatada, the Prophet said, "Whenever any one of you makes water, he should not hold his penis or clean his private parts with his right hand. And while drinking, one should not breathe in the drinking utensil." Chapter: To clean the private parts with stones. Hadith 155. Narrated Abu Huraira, I followed the Prophet while he was going out to answer the call of nature. He used not to look this way or that. So, when I approached near him, he said to me, "Fetch for me some stones for cleaning the private parts," or said something similar. "And do not bring a bone or a piece of dung." So I brought the stones in the corner of my garment, and placed them by his side, and I then went away from him. When he finished from answering the call of nature, he used them. Chapter: Do not clean the private parts with dung. Hadith 156. Narrated Abdullah, the Prophet went out to answer the call of nature, and asked me to bring 3 stones. I found 2 stones and searched for the third, but could not find it, so took a dried piece of dung and brought it to him. He took the 2 stones and threw away the dung and said, "This is a filthy thing." Chapter: The washing of the body parts. The parts which are washed in ablution once only while performing ablution. Hadith 157. Narrated Ibn Abbas, the Prophet performed ablution by washing the body parts only once. Chapter: The washing of the body parts twice while performing ablution. Hadith 158. Narrated Abdullah bin Zayd, the Prophet performed ablution by washing the body parts twice. Chapter: The washing of the parts thrice while performing ablution. Hadith 159. Narrated Humran, The slave of Uthman, I saw Uthman bin Affan asking for a tumbler of water, and when it was brought, he poured water over his hands, and washed them thrice, and then put his right hand in the water container, and rinsed his mouth, washed his nose by putting water in it, and then blowing it out. Then he washed his face and forearms up to the elbows thrice, passed his wet hands over his head, and washed his feet up to the ankles thrice. Then he said, Allah's Messenger said, if anyone performs ablution like that of mine and offers a 2-rakat prayer during which he does not think of anything else not related to the present prayer, then his past sins will be forgiven. After performing the ablution, Uthman said, I am going to tell you a hadith which I would not have told you, had I not been compelled by a certain holy verse. The sub-narrator Urwa said, Hadith 160. This verse is, verily, those who conceal the clear signs and the guidance which we have sent down. 2. 159. I heard the Prophet saying, if a man performs ablution perfectly, and then offers the compulsory congregational prayer, Allah will forgive his sins committed between that prayer and the next prayer till he offers it.